I want to welcome you to Dream Chasers Radio with me, your host, Yaya Diamond. What's up, peoples? How you doing? Yes, 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 yes. It is a great day. Let me tell you something. When you have a great author on the show, it's just always a great day. And you guys know how much I admire authors to go in there and just, get that brain going. And oh my gosh, I just love it. So we have an amazing guest. Like I said, it's Dan McLinden. I hope I said that right.
Yes, yes, you did. Thanks, Yaya.
No problem. So welcome to the show. Tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm currently teaching community college. I've got several courses going. They're law courses. Before that, and still, I practice law. I've been doing that for almost 40 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and then on the side, I've been doing some writing. I wrote a couple of books. I think I'm up to about 3 now.
Wow. Wow. Okay. So I went to, how would I say? I went to community college for the precursor law, classes.
Mhm.
And my teacher told me I wouldn't be good.
Well,
You smile too much. It would ruin your life.
well, one thing about law school, yeah, people go in and they've got personalities and they have senses of humor, and somehow they come out without them. I don't know how it happens, but it does.
Yeah.
Except if in all the years I've been teaching community college, which is about 11 or 12, I've never told anybody don't do it, because you don't know what's around the corner. You might not be great at it, you might not be the best, but if that's what you want to try it.
Yeah. But she told me, she said, no, it would take away from you. And you're such a wonderful person. I would hate to see you go through this.
Well, and she's probably right. She's
See?
probably right.
So yeah, I just did contracts. I think I did contracts and entertainment law contracts. I just stuck with contract courses to help me out with that. But yeah, she was telling me how my personality, like you said, and now I understand. Now I understand why she said that. So yeah, definitely. But wow. So okay, so you've been doing that now. You have 3 books under your belt. I mean, okay, so why write when you have such a prestigious law career and you're a teacher? Why?
Well, when you've been doing something for 40 years, you want to do something else, I think. Um, I've probably had over 40 to 50 jobs in my life. I actually went to law kind of a little bit late. I didn't go straight through. I didn't go college and then straight to law school. But I was out there doing things. I was a miner for a while. I was a choker setter at a logging camp in Alaska. And then I started, I taught some classes. I taught English as a second language, and I did that with migrant workers. So, and then I traveled a lot. I did a lot of traveling when I was young. I hitchhiked to from San Diego to Lake Titicaca. So
Wow.
that was quite a trip.
Wait, okay. So you hitchhiked, so I can call you a hitchhiker, right?
Sure, why not?
Oh my gosh,
Uh,
you've done so many different things.
Thumbs up on that one.
Thumbs up on that one. You've done so many amazing things. How have you I mean, gosh, I'm just trying to think, between the traveling and between the things that you've done in Alaska, have you put this in your books?
Oh, what I end up putting in my books are like all the people I've met and their personalities, and many of the things, the adventure type things, I get in there, but it depends on how the book is progressing. I don't want to. In fact, with this latest one, the wrongful death, all I started with was this thought that I'd had for years and years, about a guy who doesn't get up on time to pick up the garbage. And he hears the truck and it wakes him up. and he runs down to deliver the cans to the corner. And that was it. That was the only thought I had about this book. And from there, it went into a mystery, crime novel with a bunch of what I think are very interesting people, very likable.
Wow. Has your career in law, because you had a lot of careers in
Uh-huh.
law, helped you to write this book?
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. A lot of it, um, it's not in a way, it's not your typical law book. There's a courtroom scene, but there's not much in terms of the courtroom. There's a law office involved and all the characters in the law office, the messengers, the secretaries, the lawyers. But the key character is just, he's a messenger and he's going to law school at night. So he kind of gets together with this police detective in Hollywood. And the police detective is the other main character. And his name is Teddy. So they go after, they're trying to find not only the victim because she's gone missing, but they're also trying to find uh, ways to trip up the guy that they think is the killer. And he's a rock star, big time rock star in Hollywood, lives in Laurel Canyon, uh, records for Capitol Records. And, but he's a little bit of a kind of a kinky guy.
I'm not going to ask.
Well, it comes out pretty early in the book. So,
Yeah. Wow.
yeah.
Wow. So, okay. So let me ask you this one question that's just been blaring in my mind ever since you said this. Okay. So you say that people come into law and then when they come out with personality. Have you been able to recapture your personality?
I've been working on it. So, what can you do? I wish I had my personality when I was 5 years old. I mean, that was that was a kind of a fun, adventurous guy. And I think we all have kind of an obligation to ourselves to keep that 5-year-old alive, like forever and ever if we can.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. And these personalities, in your book, does that make up for the personality that you lost during your years in studying?
I think so. I
Mm,
think so. It gives me an opportunity, not only that, not only for my personality, but it also gives me a chance to sort of display some of the really wonderful people that I've met along the way. And not only this thing takes place in basically in LA, but in Hollywood. And the main character lives in a typical West Hollywood uh, neighborhood.
mm.
So his neighbors are just terrific, and they're funny and everything else. So they pop up. They add a lot of color and stuff like that to the book.
Nice, nice. Well, I'm
Yeah,
so happy about that. So the book itself is a mystery. So we have to leave it there, a mystery.
right, right,
Why? Okay, so you based this book around a guy who didn't get up on time to take out the garbage.
right.
Wow. So
That's
when does that occur in the book though?
right away, right away.
Wow.
It happens right away. So, and as he's taking the garbage out, he sees this woman getting out of a Mercedes behind the garbage truck. And the guy driving the Mercedes is the rock star,
Ooh,
and she's the girlfriend. So she pretty much walks by him, walks by our hero here, and doesn't pay a whole lot of attention to him. He kind of nods and says hi, and then she doesn't react to it. But then a few minutes later, there's this blood curdling scream coming out of the top floor of her apartment building. So he goes over to see what's going on, can't tell anything. And then a couple of seconds later, he's going back into his bungalow. He has like a 2-bedroom house in Hollywood. he's going back into it. He picks up the paper, and the paper said that Elvis died. This whole thing takes place in 1977.
Mm-hmm.
Communication's totally different then.
Yeah.
People are different then. Everything's different then. So he picks up the paper, and as he's sort of shrugging up to his doorstep, she comes running out of the building and says, she hide me. And that's where it starts.
Mm.
So he hides her until the rock star boyfriend leaves, but then he goes back to check on her when he comes back from work that day, and she's gone missing. And she's gone missing for the duration.
My
Will they,
gosh.
will they find her? Is she alive? Is she dead? I don't know. I mean,
My
I know.
gosh. Well, they're just gonna have to find out, aren't they?
I think so.
I think they're just gonna have to find out. Wrongful death. Wrongful death. You can get that on Amazon, am I right?
Amazon, Barnes and Noble. Yes.
Awesome. Wow, wow. I want to thank you so much for being on the show, Mr. McLinden. I tell you what, I do hope you get your personality back. But I
Me
think it's
too,
coming back.
Yaya. Me too, Yaya. Thank you. It's been a real pleasure.
The pleasure's been mine. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're going to have all of that information about wrongful death, the book by Dan McLinden, in the description box below, so that it's easy for you guys to go ahead and get that for yourselves. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and don't forget to dare to be different. Until next time, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.